So, brother Movement, good to see how you doing. How you been, Movement? Also, thank you to Manny as well for retweeting the live show. Stormy, good to see you as well. How you doing, Stormy? Carol, thank you so much for liking the live show as well. Thanks so much to everyone that's retweeting and liking the live show on X. Manny, good to see you as well. How you doing? Thank you for liking, retweeting the live show. Don, thank you as well for doing the same thing. Good to see you as well. How you doing? Akil, how you doing? Good to see you as well. How you been? How's everyone doing today? How you been, Movement? Stormy, Don, Manny, Akil, and Funky Brother. Good to see you as well. How you doing? Hello, friends. Messi, good to see you as well. How you doing? Denise, good to see you as well. How you doing? Hello, Miles and everyone. How you doing, Denise? Good to see you as well. And thank you so much to everybody that's retweeting the live show. One by one, I'm getting notifications on X. Everybody's retweeting the live show. Thank you so much for that. Dennis, good to see you as well. How you doing? Miles and CMF, Comatose, good to see you as well. How you doing? Joe, good to see you as well. How you doing? Are you on X? I'm on X and YouTube at the same time. So this live show is broadcasting at the same time on X and YouTube. So YouTube live and X live at the same time. So both. Even Miles and CMF. Joe, good to see you as well. How you doing? Comatose, good to see you as well. How you doing? Wally, how you doing? Bilal, brother, Miles, how are you, bro? What did you do today? Same thing as usual as I ever essentially do every single day. Zoom calls, emails, working on coin move, phone calls. It's basically the same routine I have every single day. How was your day? Hyper Sniper, good to see you as well. How you doing? Bilal, good to CMF. Let's go. Hi, brother. Camel, good to see you as well. How you doing? How you been? What up, Miles and family? Ray, good to see you as well. How you doing, brother? Is this war finished? By the looks of it, yes. It was a temporarily 4-hour war. That 4-hour war manipulated the market space, not just the crypto market, but it also manipulated the price of gold. It also manipulated the price of the US dollar as well. But yeah, it was a 4-hour war. 16th of April now? Yes, it is the 16th of April, but we have to see what's going to happen regarding that closed door meeting the SEC is going to be having. So we don't know if it's going to be on a major scale, if it's going to have any sort of results on regarding Ripple Labs, or if it's just going to be another closed door meeting, essentially. Let's just put the iPhone in charge as well. There we go. I cannot see them. I cannot see to get you on X today. Is that what you're tuning in from YouTube? Yeah, no, we're live streaming to both of them. So a 4-hour sale. Basically, we had a 4-hour sale. Perfect way to put it, Stormy. Yeah, Stormy, we basically had a 4-hour sale. If anybody was, looking for a best way to jump into the market, that 4-hour sale was the best way to jump into it. Now, on today's live show, we have so much to go through on today's live show regarding things that are happening around the world, especially in the banking sector today. A lot of things have happened. We have news to go through on today's live show regarding the German banking systems, and the British banking system actually has excelled quite a lot as well. We have news from the banking world in general, but also ETF news from Hong Kong especially as well to go through regarding Bitcoin ETFs and Ethereum ETFs. We have news from Fiji, which we've never talked about on this live show, but we're going to be doing it for the first time. The government of Fiji has decided to do something inside the crypto space. And we're going to talk about Anthony as well and how he's given his own opinions. So Skybridge Capital Ventures, in other words, have given their opinions regarding how the market space is going to be moving about. And again, as I said, we're going to be going through Germany's largest federal bank is about to offer crypto services, which is massive news if you really think about it. We also have news to go through regarding the CFTC. But the CFTC news is quite interesting because it's relatable to Elizabeth Warren and essentially John Deaton's situation, which we'll go through. And we're also going to be going through regarding, as I said, John Deaton and Elizabeth Warren. And we're also going to be going through different types of experts giving their opinions regarding Uniswap and the SEC situation. We're going to be going through something interesting as well regarding Trust Wallet and iOS users. There's actually a major security vulnerability regarding iOS users and their Trust Wallet, where which we'll get into as well. Something that maybe some users have to do because Trust Wallet is sending out warnings to anybody that has an iPhone to get your Trust Wallet off your iPhone. ASAP is what they're saying, which we'll go through on today's live show. And also regarding Coinbase's CEO, which is talking about his AI ventures, and that's going to be quite interesting as well. And then the UK government to go through as well. So quite a mixed portion of news to go through on today's live show. If this is your first time watching the CMF live show, welcome to the CMF live show. As we're about to start off the live show. And the disclaimer of this live show is not financial advice, not political advice, and whatever I say is only for entertainment purposes. On the CMF live show, we talk about how the world is evolving into a digital space. We talk about essentially the blockchain aspects about it, the CBDC aspects about it, the banking systems, the politics behind it as well. And we do Q&As, which means if you have a question, put it down inside the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. Now, the CMF live show has officially started. Before we go into the first news, let me just look at the comment section. It's quite a bit of comments. I can assume on X. There we go. So 4 hour sale. Yep, pretty much. No meeting, 16th of April. That was the Brad and Chris Judge forgot to remove it. Okay. If someone hold that to your head and you can never 5 euros away from the price, which price of XRP have you by the end of 2024? Well, so Billows asked me the question of if somebody had something to my head, what price would I say XRP will be by 2024? My answer to that question below is, one second. The timing. Apologies about that, below, and everybody else was watching the live show. So below asked me the question of if I had something to my head, what would I price XRP at by the end of 2024? My answer to that question is we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Now, hi Miles, Mike, good to see you as well. How you doing, brother? Good news today. Hong Kong approved BTC ETFs, yes, and Ethereum ETFs, which we'll go through as well. Even Miles and CMF, Jason, good to see you as well. How you doing? Do you think the bull run happening? Do I think the bull run is happening? The bull run started the exact same day the institutions were approved on their ETFs, and it hasn't ended yet. So we've had ups and downs just because we've had too many institutions in play and a war scenario that started for a 4 hour period and it ended. So there was manipulation inside of the market space, but it never ended. We're still inside of a situation of a bull run. It started the exact day the institutions were approved on ETFs. When BlackRock entered, Goldman Sachs entered, essentially everybody else, Fidelity and so on, entered the race. Let's go below. I heard China banned Hong Kong ETFs. That is incorrect. There is a report going around that states that China has banned Hong Kong ETFs and Chinese citizens are not allowed to buy Hong Kong ETFs. That is incorrect. It's just written by a moronic journalist with no such backgrounds whatsoever, just trying to manipulate the market space. Evening, Pure, good to see you as well. How you doing? Mouse, I have just over 1,000 CRO tokens worth about £130. Is it worth keeping or can I swap it for XRP? Mouse, I have just over 1,000 CRO tokens. I wouldn't. CRO tokens and it's £130. Yeah, I would just go. If that was me, I would just go for XRP. In that sense, based on that question. Hi, Mouse. Not financial advice at all, but if that was me, in my opinion, and it was, yeah, I would do that. Hi, Mouse. I can't find you on X either. It's actually baffling to me. That's quite odd. There's quite a lot of people finally got you, Mouse, on X. There we go. Because some people are watching from X and some people are watching from YouTube. Good evening, Mouse and all CMF. Hope everyone had a great Monday. Let's go, GP. How you doing? Good to see you as well. Hello, Miles. I'm checking in from my cell phone, hospitalized for testing for 5 days. Scott, I hope everything's okay. I hope everything's okay. Wow, you're in hospital? I couldn't find it either. I searched for CMF and there was no notifications on X. You gotta search for my name, not CMF. That's why. You gotta search for Crypto Miles or CMF Founder. CM Founder. It should come up. How's your parents, your business, and yourself? My business is doing very well, Scott. Thanks so much for asking. My parents do very well as well. Hoping you're doing better. Consider variable change below. is what Foxy said. Bless you. Thank you, Stormy. Evening, Miles and CMF. Yeah, Pierce, good to see you as well. How you doing? Okay, brother. No problem, Bilal. Miles, you really need to put Bilal out of his misery. Need to put Bilal out of his misery. Good evening, Miles and CMF. Flea XRP, good to see you as well. How you doing? Bilal already knows XRP's potential, so I don't really need to put anybody out of their misery. He knows XRP's potential. Do you think we will see some movement up this week after the halving? Will we see some sort of movements after the halving? Yes, of course. We'll definitely see some movements after the halving. Tell him it will be very high price on XRP. It will be, definitely. I don't really mean it, but I sometimes hate you when you tease with the answer. Let's go, Camel. Is BitGet Exchange good? Is there a BGB token any good? Is BitGet Exchange any good? I don't know. I look, regarding BitGet, it seems legitimate. I've never had any issues with it. I've used it multiple times, not quite often, but never had any issues with it. And regarding their licensing situation as well, I don't know what types of licensing BitGet has to be able to operate in different jurisdictions. But if somebody from BitGet is watching this live show, you never know. If somebody from BitGet is watching this live show, get in contact with me if you're from BitGet Exchange, and let's have a conversation. Morning, everyone. Shelly, good to see you as well. How you doing? Great, thanks. Let's go, Denise. Hello, Shelly. Hi, below is what JP is saying. Pure there. Yeah, let's see regarding BitGet, but I've never had any issues with it whatsoever. What's up is what Bilal said. 4 days to the halving, isn't it? Pretty much, yes, but it can go a little bit back and forward. There is no one more the potential of XRP more than me. Don't worry, guys. Let's go, Bilal. So, the first news to go through on today's live show. Once again, if you're watching this live show for the first time, I do this live show every single day at this exact same time you're watching me right now. And we're about to go through the first part of the news. I'll go, Bilal, how you doing? Is what JP sent to Bilal on the side of the comment section. Now, first news to go through. Hong Kong. Hong Kong has approved spot Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. Hong Kong Securities and Futures Commission, SFC, has reportedly approved the city's first spot Bitcoin and Ethereum exchange-traded funds. We've just had our first Ethereum ETF in Hong Kong. Not in the US, but inside Hong Kong, which is still major. Managed by China Asset Management, Hong Kong, and several other applicants. China Asset Management, Hong Kong, has reportedly partnered with OSL Digital Securities and BOC International essentially trusteeships to issue spot Bitcoin and Ether ETFs. Hong Kong's SFC has the official announcement to confirm the reports as of 5:30 a.m. Eastern Time. The development boosted Bitcoin's price past $66,500, which is why essentially the market shoot up today recently as well, but slowly started to simmer. This development boosted the price of Bitcoin, helping the asset to rebound after it dropped to under $63,000 over the weekend. This ETF, providing direct access to Bitcoin's market values, anticipated to bolster Hong Kong's status as a premier destination for cryptocurrency trading and investments. The spot Bitcoin ETF's launch is also projected to generate, now this is the interesting part, because they've just been approved. So they've just been approved. There's no purchases so far at all. There's not been any sort of Bitcoin ETF or Ethereum ETF purchases through Hong Kong so far. They've only been approved, and the news boosted the market slightly. So the money hasn't still came in. It's just been approved. But that news of being approved boosted the market slightly, which was good. So now regarding the real money that's supposed to be entering it, according to a report, so the Bitcoin ETF's launch is also projected to generate up to 25 billion US dollars in demand, as estimated by a report, by offering traders in China more straightforward access to digital assets. Now, there was another journalist out of Singapore that came out and said that China is not allowed to buy into these Bitcoin ETFs and Ether ETFs in Hong Kong, and it's not allowed whatsoever. Now, just to put it in perspective, this was a random journalist in Singapore. He has no right or any sort of knowledge to talk about any sort of topics regarding finance. He's just a journalist that essentially gets told to write something essentially most journalists manipulate the media, manipulate people's thoughts, essentially, especially when it comes to the market space. But according to the other report that came out, that is a genuine report. Spread out there as well. But it is still massive news. We've just had our first Ethereum ETF as well. Not just Bitcoin ETF, but an Ethereum ETF. The doors are about to be open, and we should see what it will do in the end result. Just going through the comment section before we go to the next news. We have so much news to go through, but let me just quickly look at the comment section as well. Thanks, Shelly, is what Scott said. Are you going to the XRP AMM? I'm thinking about going to the XRP AMM. I'm really trying to schedule it in. Let's see what happens. I'm really trying to schedule it in. Hit the like. Let's go, Messi. Thank you so much to everybody that's tapping on the screen on X from the CMF. So honestly, thank you so much to everybody that's tapping on the screen on X, because it really does spread the live show when everybody taps the screen on X. So thank you so much to everybody that's tapping on the screen on X. And thank you so much to everybody that's tapping on the screen on YouTube as well, because it helps to boost on YouTube at the same time as boosting on X. So CMF, thank you so much to everybody that's tapping on the screen. And thank you so much to everybody that retweeted the live show as well, because it does help at the beginning of the live show when everyone retweets it. Hey, Miles, just joined. What is going on with the market downwards? Israel, Iran? Downtrend. No. That situation regarding Israel and Iran pretty much died, went away. We should be, as we get closer to the Bitcoin halving situation, is where the market is moving quite critical. Miles, so far, I've managed to share my knowledge with 10 friends and family. Let's go, Camel. Do you think XRP will be worth £1,000 by 2030, Miles? By 2030? Oh, yes, 100%. They now understand and own XRP. Let's go, Camel. And most of them understand and brought the last dip instead of panic sell. That's good as well. Hi, Miles and family. Troy, good to see you as well. How you doing? Good evening, Miles and CMF. I hope I didn't miss much. Good to see you. Perfect time. We've only went through the first news regarding Hong Kong green lighting Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. Where is the XRP AMM? It's launched a while ago, and a recent update came 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. 3 days ago, the recent update came on it. Get my bonus next week, hoping the market is red so I can fill my bags of XRP. Let's go, pure. So, the next news to go through is from a former Goldman Sachs executive. A former Goldman Sachs executive says 2 altcoin ecosystems competing for layer 1 race, in his opinion. The ex-Goldman Sachs executive Raoul Pal says 2 crypto ecosystems are in the race to be the next big layer 1s in the current digital asset market cycle. Now, I'm going to be telling you, of course, what these projects are in his opinion. In the new interview on Bankless, Paul says he's been looking for what's going to be the essentially next Solana of the bull market. So, in his opinion, in the opinions of the ex-Goldman Sachs executive, in his opinion, the run for Solana is pretty much finished. So, in his opinions, the ex-Goldman Sachs executive, he's talking about Solana and saying it's pretty much finished. So what is the next Solana? Let's find out, according to his opinion. Now, of the next bull markets, or which crypto asset is going to see the same parabolic run-up and adoption wave that Solana has been seeing in the last several years? Now, Paul says he's been looking at 2 main ecosystems. Blockchains using the Move programming language and ones using Cosmos Atom. As the Real Vision CEO notes, the most well-known altcoins using the Move language are Sui and APT. While one of the biggest up and coming coins using Cosmos' SDK is Celeste, TIA. Now, Paul, he's essentially said, this is what he said, word for word. Listening to people like Chris Berkshire, Metal and Demis, seeing what I've seen with stuff like Sui Foundation, I go with the thesis that there are 2 ecosystems that are probably going to be in the race here. The layer 1 race, the big adoption, the layer 2s are different conversation. I think it's a Move protocol that the Suis and APT may be the best mankind of game there, because it's different and has a lot of different use cases, and then there's Cosmos, Celeste, and others. So, in the opinions of the ex-Goldman Sachs executive, He says that essentially Solana is pretty much old news, and the new news is who's going to be the next ones up running. In his opinion, is SUI, or it's APT, or it's TIA. I agree with TIA. The other two are also genuine projects, by the way. SUI is a genuine project, and so is APT. They're all genuine projects, but TIA is definitely an interesting one in the race. Before I read the next news, let me just look at the comment section. Will XLM take quite a long time to even reach $100 because waiting for a CBDC acceptance worldwide? Happy Pisces, by the way, first of all, good to see you as well, Happy Pisces, how you doing? And second of all, Happy Pisces, thank you so much for yesterday. I got a notification back to back. It was just keep on saying Happy Pisces liked this, Happy Pisces liked that, Happy Pisces liked this. So you liked my entire X profile. You were just liking all the posts that I made. So thank you so much for that, Happy Pisces as well. Good to see you as well. And now regarding your question, will XLM take a long time to even reach $100? No, it won't take a very long time at all. XLM has a lot of potential, and it's going to be coming around when most people least expect it. A lot of people right now aren't looking at XLM. A lot of people aren't looking at XDC. They have immense amount of potential, especially inside the financial sector. And regarding traditional finance and so on coming into digital finance, and even regarding XRP, a lot of people hate it, a lot of people don't hate it, but some people aren't paying attention to it. And I think that's wrong. And regarding XLM reaching $100, is it going to take a long time? No. Is the adoption going to happen a lot more sooner than people anticipate? Yes. So a lot of potential. ABT is what Pierre said. I heard TIA is a big, huge unlock at, I believe, the end of December. At the end of December, TIA is going to do a huge unlock. Then at the end of December will be a good time to go for essentially TIA. But verify that. If it's true, then at the end of December, it's going to be a very good time to go for TIA. What's not to like? You're very welcome. Let's go, Happy Pisces. Thank you so much for the kind words, and thank you so much for liking every single post. Hello, Mars CMF. I don't see you on X. Carol, am I not on X? There were some people watching it from X. It's weird. Some people are saying they can't find me on X. Some people are saying they can. Well, Carol, good to see you as well. How you doing? Praying for a speedy recovery for all CMF who are not well. You are healed in the mighty name of Jesus. Let's go, Denise. Thank you so much for the kind words to the CMF. XLM to €100 in 2024, 2025. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But no, it's possible. Hi, Carol. Not sure. Depends on the adoption rate. Everything depends on the adoption rate. Not sure what is happening. Did you say ABT or APT? APT. The second one. APT. PT. Second one. It seems to be random mouse. I don't know. Yeah, it seems to be very random. Am I not coming up on X at all? That is incredibly weird. One second. Let me just see if I am coming up on X or not. Because that is quite odd. Let me try to see on my other phone. I'll just check now. Because there are some people watching me on X and there are some people watching me on YouTube, but you're not the first person who said this regarding I'm not coming up on X. Wow, I'm really not coming up on X. The hell? Why am I not coming up on X? I see you on X. Oh, I can't see you on X. Yeah, I realized why. Because it's not coming up as how it normally comes up. None of my videos are coming up as it normally comes up. It's just coming up as broadcast. That's why. No, I couldn't find you on X, hence why I'm on YouTube. Yeah, it's not You're coming up on X on my two phones. Yeah, it's because it's not coming up as the way it's supposed to, like a video. It's coming up as a link only. It's not coming up as a video. It's just coming up as a link only. That's why. That is very, very odd. Maybe X didn't update and that's why it's coming up like that now instead of coming up as a video format that normally does. I've seen on Android phones cannot comment on X or YouTube. But it's a weird screen. Your picture is like minimized. Dual license approved. Yes, we're gonna go through that as well. I see you like normal. Wait, and maybe. Yeah, no, that is very weird. But anyways, we'll figure it out after. So I see you on X. I notified that you were live, and when I join, okay, pure. Thank you for that. Okay, going back to the questions. Thoughts on Corium or Cosmos ecosystem? Which one's better, Corium or Atom? Atom. Regarding Corium or Atom, which one's better? Obviously, Atom. Atom has a lot more built on it. Cosmos is here, and Corium is here, to be fair. TI is 50% down the last 30 days, which is a good time for it to, be essentially looking into it. You're on X, but do you know what it is? I prefer ONDO compared to TIA as well. Thank you for that, Happy Pisces. I see you on X. Let's go, Messi. I see you on X and notified you were live when I joined. Let's go, Pure. Thank you for that. I follow you and actually went into your account and the live information there, but I can't find to get in. Okay, I can't see you on X. I have you on X. X is fine for me. Miles, I'm on X. Yes, you're coming up on X on my two phones. Thank you for that. Miles, South Africa just had their license to operate in cryptocurrencies. Yes, that's true, which we're going to go through as well regarding South Africa. South Africa received a lot of applications on crypto firms to essentially be able to operate in South Africa, which is massive news for South Africa as well. No, I couldn't find you on X, hence why I'm on YouTube. Okay. I see you like normal. Let's go, Vivian. Does it work with the link in the CMF? Yes, it should do. Any news on XRP, my brother? I just logged in. I'm at Los Angeles traffic. No news so far on XRP, but we should have in a few days because the remedies files are coming up. But it's a weird screen. Your picture is like minimized. Yes, that is very weird. Dual license approved in South Africa today. I guess it's good news for crypto. It is definitely, yes. When you tap on the link, I still can't see you. That is very weird. Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah. I will stay on YouTube. NP Miles, no problem, Miles. Let's go, Miles. Maybe you're getting a ban on eggs too. That is very weird. Of what's happened. I went to your profile and clicked on your profile pic, which was highlighted pink, which indicated you were live. Apple versus Android, maybe. The link is on Telegram to X. I put each day. Thank you for that. I get both comments on the same time. X and YouTube side by side. Okay. Hello, Foxy, is what Carol's saying. South Africa is crypto friendly too. Yes, it is. It's very crypto friendly regarding South Africa. Now, regarding the next news we're going to be going through today on this live show is from the Reserve Bank of Fiji. Now, I can tell where the influence came from regarding the Reserve Bank of Fiji. Reserve Bank of Fiji declares the use of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies illegal. Reserve Bank of Fiji, RBF, has recently released a report warning the public of cryptocurrency dangers. For example, Bitcoin, along with Ethereum and Tether, it reveals essentially in discussions by Fiji authorities who in the past discussions had spoken about the possibilities of the nation's integration of Bitcoin into local economies. Fiji's central bank has made it illegal to use crypto. The RBF's latest press statement clearly states that the digital currencies are not considered legal tender. That's why they are prohibited, and their use as a legal tender for purchase in Fiji is not allowed. The bank therefore affirms that it is the upholder of the legal tender in the country, which is notes and coins issued by the RBF, and basing this on the RBF's Act of 1983. This warning is a reaction to the growing tendency and to advertise virtual currencies through numerous networks, through numerous platforms, including social media networks, which might be unfortunately the reason why many people don't have a clear understanding of legal status and riskiness of investments of that sort. The RBF explained that such volatility involves the role of domestic funds, including both the use of Fiji credit and debit cards for such transactions, and is illegal. The bank went further to say that essentially clients might be possibly imposed with penalties by law in terms of very strict and quite unnuanced exchange control acts. In this representation of neither a prevention of action nor an issuance action is done by the RBF. Residents on financial activities it does not permit to do. For example, Mr. Ali, as the new governor of RBF, underlines that no licenses have been issued to Fiji to those who are interested in offering cryptocurrency investments or trading services. Public caution urged. The caution of a prime bank is surely a critical notice to residents to avoid being involved in transactions or investments of digital currencies. RBF had declared to be neither responsible for aggressive marketing of the scheme nor the danger of resulting from this type of marketing to investors. Fijians should be more aware of risk possible and be warned that violating RBFs on cryptocurrencies may lead them to essentially many consequences, even massive fines, according to the RBF and Exchange Control Acts of related laws. And while the global crypto discussion continues, Fiji's central bank is still in position. The central bank focuses on integrity of the currency and safety of citizens. Okay, regarding what's happening regarding Fiji, it's absolute complete BS. It's because the International Monetary Fund is trying to make a statement. The International Monetary Fund recently tried to bully Argentina. The International Monetary Fund recently tried to bully Argentina, and by essentially forcing Argentina to stop using cryptocurrencies, for example, like Bitcoin, as legal tender, and they couldn't. So now the International Monetary Fund is going around and trying to bully other small countries, essentially, to go after them and try to bully them to stay away from cryptocurrencies, which makes ridiculously no sense because we obviously have the United States who's heavily into cryptocurrencies like BlackRock, Fidelity, Goldman Sachs, Vanguard, and everybody else. But yeah, it seems like the International Monetary Fund couldn't get to Argentina, but they did get to Fiji and tried to block their citizens from buying cryptocurrencies. Not Argentina, El Salvador. Thank you so much for that. El Salvador, yes, and Argentina. But they couldn't get to essentially those countries, so they went to essentially Fiji to stifle Fiji. But at the end of the day, this is only going to be ending bad for Fiji. So it's only going to be ending bad for the government of Fiji for being left out because they're morons and they don't realize that somebody like BlackRock is buying Bitcoin hand over fist, and Fiji is standing there going, we block cryptocurrencies because essentially we have stupid written on our foreheads. If any government blocks Bitcoin and thinks, we're upholding the integrity of the citizens because we block Bitcoin, haha. In reality, you just wrote dumbass on your forehead because somebody like BlackRock is buying hand over fist while you're standing there thinking you have integrity. BlackRock is buying hand over fist and you think you have integrity. All you've essentially done, as I said, you've just written dumbass on your forehead on public live news. Or moron. You could have moron written as well, doesn't really matter. Now, to go back to the comment section as well, because we have a few comments to go, it's piling up. Miles, you're blinking on X. Am I blinking on X? Am I back? Hello, Foxy. South Africa is friendly. Yes, it is. Can you sit still, please? Can you sit still, please? Is it because I'm blinking because I'm moving about? No problem. Shelly, that is strange. Yeah, what is strange? Miles, you're blinking on X. Am I back? This dual platform screen is such a great idea. Let's go. What is strange? I just realized my CRO is staked and could be up to 29 days to unstake. Okay. I'm on X and everything looks good to me, nothing glitching. So it must be some people not. I'm boycotting Fiji water from now. Let's go, Messi. I'm late. I took a nap and missed the alarm. Lena, good to see you as well. How you doing? Lena, we went for the first news regarding Hong Kong. They just approved Bitcoin ETFs and Ethereum ETFs. And then now we were talking about Fiji's market space. And we also talked about how TIA or APT and Sui might be doing well, according to an ex-executive from Goldman Sachs. But we'll go through at the end of the live show again. Good to see you, Lena. Miles, do you feel ABT is a legit project? Potential scam, in your opinion? Okay, I'll tell you like this. Regarding ABT, seems okay. I'm not into the project any sort of a way, but the project that the ex-Goldman Sachs executive was talking about was APT, just to put in perspective. APT, not ABT. But regarding ABT, I can take a look at it again and give you a better perspective. I don't know what they're recently doing. And I don't hold ABT either. I'm cancelling my holdings to Fiji. Scary funky, brother. And El Salvador, yep. Coin, hello Miles and CMF, good to see you as well. How you doing, Coin? Miles JP just confirmed he doesn't even see me on the list of people providing likes and tapping. I think it's only, I don't know how some people can see other people tapping, some people can't see some names, but they're fixing it. There are major updates coming to X, but I do appreciate every single person tapping on the screen on X. Thank you so much to everybody that's tapping on the screen on X, and thank you so much to everybody that's tapping on the screen on YouTube as well, because we're live on both of them. Because it does grow the live show. So thanks so much to everybody that's tapping on the screen. What do you think this is going to happen? When do you think this is going to happen in SEC Ripple meeting? When I think this is going to be happening, we're going to SEC and Ripple meeting. Well, we do have the Ripple remedies coming out. The Ripple remedies are going to be actually quite crucial because we have to know where Ripple stands on all of this scenario. So we have to wait until 26 latest to get some, regarding this month, to get a better understanding of where Ripple stands now, because we know where the SEC stands. Complete BS. Now we're about to find out where Ripple stands, is what really matters. If by next week UK ban crypto, would you move out of the UK? If next week UK ban crypto, would I move out of the UK? It's not that easy for me to just move out of the UK because I have my company registered in the UK. So I would have to do a lot of paperwork before I can just shift over to another country overnight. So it'll take about a week or more. It will take about a month or more, a few months before I can move up, because there's so much things to handle before I can just move. I can't just pack my bag, pack my suitcase, and just leave the country just because the UK wanted to ban cryptocurrencies. Obviously, if the UK does that, then I know that they're actually bluffing, and by next week they'll unban it straight away. They're just trying to manipulate the market space. So no, I want to just pack my bags overnight and leave, and I can't because I have a company registered in the UK. What colors are your hearts coming out when you tap? Is what JP's asking. But no, that would be a bluff even if the UK did that. But we also have UK news to go through as well. I had to come to the YouTube as my comments are not showing on X. Ah, okay, Murat Clothing. No problem. And we do have news regarding UK as well, which we'll get to as well as we go along. Now, next news to go through is an interesting one, actually. It's a very, very, actually, you know what? Let's do this one first, and then we get to that one. So, Germany. Germany's largest federal bank to offer crypto services in the second quarter of 2024. Landsbank Baden, LBBW, the largest federal bank in Germany with total assets of 333 billion euros, has announced a strategic partnership with Bitpanda Technology Solutions, a leading European crypto platform. This collaboration is set to launch in the second half of 2024, introducing crypto services to LBBW's corporate clients. Things are about to get very heated up inside the crypto space. Look, just to put in perspective, as I've said multiple times, everybody who still thinks, the market is done for, case closed, everybody go home, it's nowhere near done. We still have more banks, more institutions, as I said, entering the crypto space. And just today, the news came out, the largest federal bank in Germany is about to open their doors, their high-profile clients to cryptocurrencies, okay? Their corporate clients. And this bank is valued at around 333 billion euros. Major German bank enters crypto. As a part of the agreement, Bitpanda will provide an investment as a service infrastructure, which includes the custody and essentially of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, along with other digital assets. Muse, a member of the LBB's board of managing directors, emphasized the security and strategic benefits of this partnership, stating, this was what was stated by one of the members, the board members of the bank. With the custody of crypto assets, we are positioning ourselves with a clear added value for our corporate customers while guaranteeing the highest security standards. So, in simple terms, they're very eager to enter the crypto space, and it's a very secure space, is what they've created for themselves. The move by LBBW follows a growing trend among German banks to incorporate cryptocurrency services. Last year, Commerzbank, for example, obtained a custody license from the financial regulator BaFin, positioning itself as a pioneer among German universal banks in the custody space. And that was essentially last year with one of the Germany banks getting their licensings. It became a massive deal for Germany. But now we have so many banks from Germany, and this is the first biggest one as a government federal bank. Similarly, Deutsche Bank has also applied for a custody license in Germany as well, signaling a strengthening interest in crypto assets among major financial authorities and institutions. Unlike Commerzbank, which currently limits its crypto services to institutional clients, LBB's partnership with Bitpanda, which holds several crypto licenses, including a BaFin license for the custody and trading of cryptocurrencies, allows it to circumvent the need for direct license by leveraging Bitpanda's established regulatory framework. LBB's decision to partner rather than to build its own infrastructure from scratch allows for a faster market entry. Now, this little section here is incredibly important, okay? Incredibly important. Regarding Germany's largest federal bank entering the crypto space, and regarding what they just said, okay? This bank, instead of building its own infrastructure, okay, instead of the bank building its own infrastructure, applying for its own licensings separately, instead they just partnered with Bitpanda to enter the race quicker. LBB's decision to partner rather than to build its own infrastructure from scratch allows for a faster market entry. Does that ring a bell for everybody inside the crypto space? That essentially talks about how, why would any sort of bank not just build their own infrastructure? Why would banks not just build their own infrastructure? Why would they go for XRP or Ethereum or anything else? Well, because of things like this, like what LBB just did. They just skipped everybody and went to the head of the race. Bitpanda provides the necessary technical and regulatory infrastructure to offer our customers innovative and above all secure solutions in the area of digital assets. Muse added. Bitpanda's role extends beyond just a service provider, as Lucas, the CEO of Bitpanda Technology Solutions, notes the partnership marks a milestone for LBBW, is a leading the way for its customers and demonstrating how tradition and experience can go hand in hand with innovative strength, agility, and pioneering spirit. This collaboration is a part of a broader trend of digital transformation in the financial sector, where banks are increasingly adapting blockchain and other digital asset technologies. LBBW itself has been involved in blockchain initiatives since 2017. This bank in Germany has been involved inside the crypto sector since 2017, but they kept it very silent, and now they just revealed it to the whole world in 2024 that they're inside the race. This partnership is set up for 3 years, with both parties expressing optimism about the potential for expansion, including potentially broadening the service to include private customers in the future. As digital asset continues to become a standard part of the corporate balance sheet, partnerships like that between LBBW and Bitpanda play a critical role in shaping the future of banking and investments in Europe. Massive news. Absolutely massive news regarding the largest federal bank in Germany coming out into the crypto space with a partnership with Bitpanda to go fully active inside the market space. Incredible. Okay, absolutely incredible. They're valued at 333 billion euros. Massive. We're nowhere near the end. I've said this multiple times. We have so more banks, so many more banks entering the race. We have so many more institutions and small companies, medium-sized companies, large companies entering the crypto space. So many banks entering the crypto space. So many more ETFs coming into the crypto space from different jurisdictions. We're nowhere near the end. I've said this multiple times and I'll still say it again. And every single time a news comes out like this regarding another bank in Germany that just came green-lighted, or Hong Kong coming out with ETFs, it just proves what I've said for a long time now, that more banks, more institutions, and more ETFs are on the way. We're nowhere near the end. This is just the beginning. Just go in the comment section now before we go to the next one. Before we go to the next part of the news. I'm moving away from the UK after the bull run, as this is a depressing country. I agree with that one. The UK's weather is terrible. The traffic in the UK, especially in London, traffic in London is horrendous. The weather is 4 seasons in one day. You know, today was incredible. Today was sunny, rainy, windy, but, you know, like a wind. Yeah, in general, it was just windy, sunny, rainy, windy, sunny, wind. I mean, it was just all over the place, as it is every single day, to be honest. What do you feel? What do you feel? Full market cap of full space by the end of 2025. What do I think the market cap of the market is going to be at full? It's hard to guess because there's so many institutions coming in day by day. It's going to be quite difficult to guess. I missed your answer of XLM. Will it hit 100 euros by 2025? Based on the adoption rate, possible, yes. Apologies about that. Based on the adoption rate, yes, possible. Grumpy Vegan has finally arrived. 3 cheers for the fake king. Hey, I think, lol. Hey, Grumpy. Good to see you as well, Grumpy. How you doing? Hi, Miles and CMF. Am I late? What did I miss? Solomon, good to see you as well. How you doing? Went through quite a bit of news, but at the end of the live show, we'll go through it again, just in case anybody else tuned in late as well. But the news we went just through right now is regarding Germany. They just green-lighted one of the biggest federal German bank as inside the crypto space right now because of a partnership with Bitpanda, which is quite massive. Mouse, can we have an XRP giveaway at the end of the show from the highest and kindest XRP holder? We have an XRP giveaway. I'll do something. Look, I have something amazing planned for the CMF. So what I have planned for the CMF is going to be a lot more better than a giveaway, I would have to say, at the end result of the CMF. So don't worry. I'll look after everybody's at the CMF. Let's go, Ray. I'm seeing chat over chat. Lol. Hello, Miles and CMF and Miles. Let's go. But I appreciate the comment. You never know until you ask. It's always good to ask. You never know what the response will be. But I have something very special planned for the CMF, so don't worry. It's better than a giveaway in the long term. Hello, Miles. Up, down, or sideways? Cass, sideways, a little bit down, but up. I feel we will get a super circle this bull run, maybe to 2030. You feel like we're going to get a super circle this bull run maybe to 2030. The reason why you're thinking you're going to have a super circle is because there's 2 bull runs, which is true. Look, regarding the first bull run, which is the casual one that we have every 4-year cycle, the second bull run is what really matters, which is utility. The utility bull run for the legitimate projects will carry on because of the banks and institutions. So yeah, regarding that, yes. It's because we have 2, not just 1. It was very chilly today. Yeah, it was. Had hailstones too in Essex. Today it was snowing in King's Cross. Snowing in King's Cross. Is it possible for XRP to hit $100 by 2025 if it gets the right adoption? If it gets the right adoption, anything's possible. We love you, brother. Thank you, Kamal. Thank you for kind words. But Lena, I want to say as well, Lena, thank you so much for tapping on the screen every single live show a lot. So Lena, thank you so much. I want to say that as well. Thank you so much for every single live show on X. You're tapping on the screen incredibly a lot, and you're bringing in 20,000 likes, 30,000 likes, and it's absolutely amazing. So Lena, I do want to say thank you for that. Honestly, genuinely mean it. Thank you so much because you do help to spread the live show when you're doing 20,000 likes every live show. So thank you so much for that. And don't worry, I do have something very big planned for the CMF on the end result. Do you feel it will get the right adoption in your opinion? Yes, we should do. Hi Shelley, not perfect yet, but getting there is what Lofa said. Now, next news to go through as well on today's lectures. We're for the Germany news. Now I'm going to go through a interesting news, a very interesting one. Which is, sorry about that, which is CFTC. So Elizabeth Warren, Senator Elizabeth Warren. Thank you so much. No problem, Lena, anytime. So Elizabeth Warren, Senator Elizabeth Warren, who is an incompetent person, to put it in the most nicest way. She's a very incompetent person. She lies a lot. A lot. Now, she's throwing the CFTC under the bus, interesting enough. Lawmakers demand information on CFTC chairman relationship with FTX founder Sam Beckman-Fried. Now, when the article says, lawmakers are demanding information on CFTC's chairman relationship, they don't obviously mean it like P. Diddy's relationship. P. Diddy's relationship was very odd. The relationship part they're talking about is just the meetings they've had back to back. So not that type of relationship. It's just worded quite weird on the article title. But lawmakers demand information on CFTC chairman's relationship with FTX founder Sam Beckman-Fried. And when they say lawmakers, they mean Senator Elizabeth Warren. So lawmakers are probing the relationship between the US head committee's regulator and the FTX founder Sam Beckman-Fried. In a letter sent on Monday to the Commodities Futures Trading Commission (CFTC) chairman Rostan Benham. So Rostan Benham is the CFTC chairman, as if Gary Gensler is the SEC chairman. Now, the U.S. Senate, Elizabeth Warren, Dimas, and Chuck have requested documents from the regulators' correspondence with Sam Beckman-Fried. According to the letter, the request is to determine the nature of Benham's relationship with the crypto CEO. And this story is absolutely wild, okay, as we go along, because there's so much to a backstory behind it, and it shows how much of a manipulative person Senator Elizabeth Warren is. This will tell you how manipulative Senator Elizabeth Warren is, and how much of a crucial time it is that she's doing this manipulation. So we'll read on, and then I'll tell you. So she's throwing Rostan Benham, which is the CFTC chairman, under the bus, and saying basically everything that happened with FTX is the CFTC's fault, and that is why I'm requesting with this letter from the CFTC, to tell me what was the conversations they had with each other from Sam Beckman and the CFTC. Safeguarding the savings and retirements of Americans requires Congress and market regulators like the CFTC to determine this multi-billion-dollar crime was allowed. How was this allowed to happen? The senator said in the letter. So Elizabeth Warren is saying, how was this, multi-billion-dollar crime even happening? The CFTC had conversations with Sam Beckman-Fried. How could this happen? According to the request, Benham has until April 29th to hand over records of his meetings, phone calls, and other correspondence with Sam Beckman-Fried in the lead up to FTX implosion. So they're not giving the CFTC that much time to come up with whatever the conversations were. Now, in 2022, they did have multiple conversations, but I'll tell you more about it as well. So in 2022, Benham testified before the Senate Agriculture Committee that him and his team met with Sam Beckman-Fried and other FTX executives roughly 10 times in the 14 months leading to the exchange's bankruptcy in November of that year. He also disclosed to lawmakers that he had exchanged a number of messages with the executives. The letter marks the latest in a series of inquiries into FTX's collapse, spearheaded by Senator Elizabeth Warren. She's trying to find out what happened with FTX, and she's trying to spearhead this scenario, which gets quite wild as well. Now, and it's incredible at the time she's choosing to do this. In November 2022, Warren wrote a letter to Sam Beckman-Fried and this new FTX CEO, John J. Ray III, requesting details on misrepresentations of FTX customer funds. A month later, alleged anti-crypto lawmaker demanded answers from Silvergate Bank about this rule, felicitating Sam Beckman-Fried crimes. Okay, regarding Senator Elizabeth Warren, she's absolutely full of BS. The reason why she's sending this letter, to the CFTC, Rostam Benham, and not to the SEC Chairman Gary Gensler, is because SEC Chairman Gary Gensler is best buddies with Senator Elizabeth Warren. And not only that, FTX Sam Beckman is also best buddies with Elizabeth Warren, and his parents, Sam Beckman's parents, use the same accountants that was referred to by Senator Elizabeth Warren. Senator Elizabeth Warren is more closer as a friend to Sam Beckman-Fried than the CFTC's Rostam Benham is. Okay, Sam Beckman-Fried's parents are in a close friendship with Senator Elizabeth Warren. The SEC chairman, Gary Gensler, had more conversations with FTX Sam Beckman, but she's not going after Gary Gensler because all of her BS would come up as well if she went after Gary Gensler. She's not going directly for Sam Beckman because all of the BS that comes up with that, she'll be involved in it also. But with the CFTC, she's not involved. And she's trying to throw the CFTC under the bus. Now, I'm not taking sides and saying the CFTC is a bad person. I mean, the CFTC is a good person. How can she do this? I don't care about the CFTC. What I do care about is her playing two sides. Okay, she's absolutely full of BS. And the reason why she's playing two sides right now is because of this. Crypto leaders helped John Deaton outraise Senator Elizabeth Warren in Senate bid. The race on who gets to represent Massachusetts on Capitol Hill is kicking off to a competitive start as the top crypto leaders have placed their bets on the pro-XRP lawyer John Deaton. The support is showcased by how John Deaton has outraised cryptocurrency advisory Senator Elizabeth Warren by a lot. She's losing quite a bit to John Deaton, who is pro-crypto. Now she's trying to show, I'm pro-crypto as well. This is why I'm sending a letter to the CFTC. But you're full of BS is what you are, because you have a close relationship with Mr. Gary Gensler, who is best buddies with Sam Beckman. But you haven't once sent a letter to Gary Gensler to come out and say what was the conversations he had. You haven't once talked about how you're very close with Sam Beckman's parents. None of that matters, but the CFTC having some conversations with him in a closed-door meeting is all you care about. All you're trying to do is throw the CFTC under the bus so you can look like the good person in this scenario because you're losing to a pro-crypto person. Now, John Deaton bags crypto leaders' support. In an X post, Ella Terrett, a Fox Business News reporter, revealed that the first quarter John Deaton's total revenue figures totaled $1.36 million, surpassing Warren's $1.1 million. The funds, according to the Federal Election Commission, were donated by prominent figures in the crypto industry, including Brad, Ripple CEO, Chris Lawson, co-founder, executive chairman of Ripple. These are all the members behind John Deaton, okay? Chris Lawson, Brad, the CEO of Ripple Labs and so on, chairman of Ripple Labs, as well as Anthony, who we've talked about multiple times, the CEO and essentially founder of Capital Skybridge, the crypto largest founder of Skybridge Capital. Although the bid is to unset the Senator Warren in double blue Massachusetts and it is a long shot, it has not stopped the crypto leaders from pouring in funds to support John Deaton. Lawson pitched in a donation, half of the primary, half of the general election, according to Deaton's campaign. Other big donors include Cameron and Taylor Winklevoss, who co-founded the crypto exchange Gemini. The duo dueled out quite a bit as well. The two other crypto executives, Cardano's founder, even put some money in. And Caso's founder, Jameson Loop, also supported their campaign. They both donated some money into it as well. Crypto deep pockets versus small donors. This influx of support from the crypto industry might be linked to Senator Warren unyielding stance against crypto and artificial intelligence. She insisted that the crypto industry must be placed under the same regulatory standards as traditional financial institutions. Senator Elizabeth Warren, on her part, has been busy as the $1.1 million raised in the first quarter was from 29,622 donors. As detailed, 99% of these contributions came in $100 or less from her donors. Her donors are putting in $100 or less. The crypto donors are coming out at 6,000, 10,000, 7,000, 8,000 per person is what people are donating to John Deaton. But her donors are regular folks who are morons voting for her and giving her $100 each person. Last month, John Deaton criticized Elizabeth Warren for resorting to funding from Washington elites while appealing for donations on traditional means or cryptos as freedom was on the line. He emphasized that he had a strong stance on defeating the lawmakers, hence he pitched over $500,000 of his own money. John Deaton has pulled $500,000 of his own money. Good man, honestly. Despite the support John Deaton is receiving from crypto leaders, political analysts maintain that the donations may not be all that he needs to unseat the seasoned Senator Elizabeth Warren, who was the former presidential aspirant of the two-time, essentially, Senate. This is crazy, okay? I can't believe she actually thinks this is a smart idea. I mean, dumb people are already for it. There's 29,000 plus people who already believe her BS. There's 29,000 plus people who are just sheep, genuine sheep in this world. 29,000 plus people said, yes, I support Elizabeth Warren. The person that's making me more poor is what essentially those people are saying. And she's going around saying, I'm trying to go after the CFTC because the CFTC is corrupt because of Sam Beckman's situation. No, you're corrupt because you're best buddies with Sam Beckman and Sam Beckman's friends, and your other best buddy, Gary the Weasel, Gary Gensler the Weasel, who's also your best buddy, who's also best buddies with Sam Beckman. Why don't you go after Gary Gensler? Why don't you go after Gary Gensler? He has a much more closer relationship with Sam Beckman, but you won't do it because you're full of BS, and you know that Gary Gensler will throw you under the bus the same way you will throw him under the bus. But the CFTC won't throw you under the bus because he has nothing on you. She's absolutely full of BS, complete head to toe full of BS. Look, if somebody knows John Deaton, tag this video to John. If somebody knows John Deaton, tag this video to John Deaton and tell John Deaton if he needs somebody to represent him in politics, I'm available. If John Deaton needs somebody to represent him in politics, I'm available. I will take on I will dish back all of their BS. I would use their own history against every single one of these politicians. I'm very good at remembering things. I never forget it. Once I read it, I never forget it. I can pretty much go after every single politician and use their own history against them. I will embarrass every single one of these people. If they put me head to head with Elizabeth Senator Warren on live news, I will embarrass this person. Using her own words against her, using her own history and past against her. I can't believe people actually believe her BS is the incredible part. Thank you so much, Lena. No problem, anytime. The court news today was big. That was, yep. Why doesn't she ask Joe Biden about his relationship with Sam Beckman FTX? Exactly. Gary Gensler's daughter works for Liz Warren. That witch will lose to John. John Deaton will expose Elizabeth Warren during his campaign as it gets heated. I will do that for him. Easily. Honestly. I would expose every single one. I'll throw in a couple of extra ones. Honestly, if they put me head to head with Elizabeth Warren and there's other Congress people there as well and other, Gary Gensler and everybody else, I'll throw, all of them under the bus. In terms of words, not actually throwing someone under the bus. In terms of words, I would throw all of them under the bus. I would say, you did this and you can't deny it because it's based on your history. I would say, you did that and you can't deny it because it's based on your history. I'll throw all of their dirty secrets on live news. And I'll use every single word they've ever said on live news behind closed doors against them. Try get on through to X, then sleep, watch the replay, later dogs. Early morning, see you tomorrow sometimes usual. Lots of people going to be exposed this year. Yes, definitely. Word, let's go fly. Even Miles and Crypto Peeps, Semper, good to see you. How you doing? Is Miles at holiday? Why is the daylight? No, I'm not holiday. The show is frozen on X for me. Is it the same for everyone else? Is it back? How many times did Gary go and visit Sam Beckman in the Bahamas? Exactly. It's so many times. And Miles for president. Let's go, Messi. Miles, you would be great at it. Let's go, Troy. Dennis, how you been? Is what Semper is saying. Yes, Shelly. Excellent. Thank you. Let's go, Semper. Good job, Miles. You're not Crown prosecutor. Otherwise, a lot of people would be in jail. No, the right people. I mean, the politicians, definitely. Every single politician is corrupt. Every single politician is corrupt. Now, this news you should all know about as well, okay? If you have an iPhone, you might be vulnerable to a new crypto hack, okay? So if you have an iPhone and you keep your Trust wallet on your iPhone, there's a new virus, there's a new malware that's going around inside of iPhones, and you can't realize it because you need to turn off something in your phone, apparently. Now, according to Trust Wallet, iOS has got major issues, and people's wallets are being essentially leaked. So Trust Wallet warns Apple iOS users of iMessage vulnerability. Binance-backed Trust Wallet cited credible intel, pointing to a high-risk attack vector that hackers can deploy via Apple iMessage. The self-custody crypto wallet provider said dark web hackers target iPhone and iOS users through a zero-day exploit on Apple's default messenger. Trust Wallet's alert suggested that the exploit corridor has been on the tech giant's device since day one. So apparently Apple has had a door open on their iMessage since day one, and they weren't aware of it in any sort of a way. Now, Apple is trying to think of a patch to fill this gap with, but for the time being, they haven't released an update to fix this patch, and there is actually a doorway open on Apple's iMessage, which can be exploited by hackers. However, the startup did not specify who provided information or if the users had acquired any crypto losses. Now, Trust Wallet recommended turning off iMessage completely. Trust Wallet actually came out and said, essentially turn off your iMessage so your phone doesn't get affected by this malware, and your Trust Wallet doesn't get affected either way as well. So Trust Wallet recommended turning off iMessage completely from Apple settings to mitigate the issue pending a code fix. At press time, the Silicon Valley heavyweight had neither addressed nor denied the claims. Now, this is what Trust Wallet essentially said. They said recommended action to guard against the iMessage exploit. Disable iMessage ASAP until Apple patches this. Navigate to settings, messages, toggle iMessage off. Maintain this perception until Apple issues a security patch. Your security is our priority, is what Trust Wallet just said. The National Institution of Standards and Technology, NIST, a branch of the United States Department of Commerce, previously reported investigations into the Binance-owned application, citing a security flaw noticed in the iOS version. So the National Institution of Standards of Technology, the NIST, a branch of the United States Department, also talked about this, how there is a vulnerability in iOS iMessaging regarding Trust Wallet. And now Apple caught in the crypto crosshair. So this isn't obviously the first time Apple's been caught in the crypto scenarios. Trust Wallet is the second crypto wallet solution to warn users about this month's Apple-related issues. There was a previously reported BTC wallet, Unisat, notified users of fake versions of its decentralized storage solutions on iOS storage. Please be careful with apps that you download. There is a lot of fake apps that pretend to be real apps, even on iOS market space. Even on App Store, there are fake essentially wallet apps that pretend to be genuine apps. I don't know how. even though Apple claims that it's very difficult, for anybody to be able to publish any apps through Apple, and they do major background checks before they publish any apps. But some apps do still, make it through, and they are essentially made by hackers who are just waiting to steal your data. Last month, the crypto community was aware of a side channel attack vector, GoFetch. This vulnerability, this is how bad it is regarding Apple right now, okay? It's not just iPhones that are becoming vulnerable to people stealing other people's crypto wallets, but even Apple MacBooks are becoming vulnerable. And I have a MacBook, and that's not good to hear, because apparently vulnerability allowed bad actors. So last month, the crypto community was aware of a side channel attack vector, GoFetch. This vulnerability allowed bad actors to steal cryptographic keys, your cryptographic keys, due to a CPU cache bug in Apple's M1 chips, M2 chips, and M3 chip MacBook computers, which is the old ones and the new ones. They're all vulnerable to hacks on people stealing your crypto wallets. The company acknowledged this issue, but details on security patch have yet to surface. Apple knows about this. Apple knows about the iPhone issue. Apple knows about the MacBook issue, but there's still no updates. As a precaution, industry voices like the security CEO Robert advised users with substantial crypto holdings. So if you're holding a lot of crypto, keep them off iOS devices, is what they're saying right now. So CEO Robert, who is a major, major essentially security company regarding cyber security, has came out. The CEO has came out and said, look, if you're holding a lot of crypto on iOS phones or even MacBooks, get them off it right now. Keep away from iOS, because Apple knows about this regarding iPhone vulnerabilities, and they know about the MacBook vulnerabilities, but they're still not releasing updates to fix it. So keep any sort of crypto you have off of Apple. I feel like the Android users are now going to be laughing and clapping because they're in the clear and anybody using iPhone is not. For example, I'm recording on iPhone as well, and I do keep some stuff on iPhone as well, which is not good to hear. And I also do own a MacBook Pro, and I sometimes do use it as well, which is also not good to hear in my sense. But the good thing is I have an Android and an iPhone, and I have a MacBook Pro and a Samsung Galaxy. So I'm good on both ends. I'll just use the Windows from now on instead of using the MacBook Pro. You're not even trying to hide the corruption now, just like the British government. Yep. You're too nice and too honest to be a politician, Miles. True. Very true. But I also have that side of me that I never show, my business side. Miles is the best debater in the world. Scarabello. I tried all my bank cards on MEXC and none worked. Anyone in the UK had issues linking their cards to make a purchase? Lloyds. Lloyds is the only bank that works with Lloyds is the only bank that works with MEXC, to be fairly honest. Far out. This is the only for Trust Wallet. So this is only for Trust Wallet. For now. The only wallet, well, the MacBook issue is for every wallet. So the MacBook Pro issue is for everything. For iOS iPhone, it's only for Trust Wallet. So for the iPhone, it's only Trust Wallet. For the MacBook Pro, it's all types of wallets. Do not connect any of your wallets to your MacBook Pros if you have an M1 chip MacBook Pro, M2 chip, or M3 chip, which is basically the old MacBook Pros and even the new MacBook Pros, because they're M3 ones now. And there's the Max version as well, but they're all M3s anyways. So, regarding MacBook Pros, or even AirBook, if anybody still buys them. Some people do. But anything to do with Apple products, stay away from it. And iPhones is only Trust Wallet. I just deleted MetaMask and turned off connected iMessage. Thanks, Miles. So much information. Let's go. Information out there to pick up. So appreciative that you forwarded this to us. No problem, high prices anytime. What if we just delete the app? Will that work? Yes, if you just delete the app, that would work because it's no longer on your device and you can't be affected. But obviously, make sure your apps, I mean, your wallets are empty. So your Trust wallet is empty before doing that. So be careful. So make sure you do that as well before you delete the app. I own a Samsung. Let's go, Messi. I turned off my iMessage, but how will we know when the fix is in? When Apple releases a patch, or I'll update everybody as well, but when Apple releases a patch, you should know. But I'll update everybody regarding this scenario as well. Inside a Telegram group, I'll definitely update everybody. Just going through the comment section to see what people said. So what should I do? iMessage, turn it off. Snicker. All my wallets are on my iPhone. It's just Trust Wallet, but turn off iMessage. You should be good. If you turn off iMessage, you should be good. Will ETF allow them to capture Bitcoin and Ethereum and control who transactions we need? Stephen, will ETFs allow them to capture Bitcoin and Ethereum control who transactions? Stephen, can you elaborate on your question? As in, can anybody control your crypto assets? Only if you give them access. But elaborate if that's what you mean regarding your question. I've just turned off my iMessage. Thank you, Miles. No problem. Anytime, Funky. No one can hack my Nokia 3310. Let's go fly. That is true. Nobody can hack it. I brought Ton on MEXC using my Santander card. Okay, so Santander works as well. I remember someone, thank you for that, Foxy. I remember someone had put a clip on Telegram about the M1, M2, and M3 chips about a week ago, Miles. And now we have the iPhone issue as well, which is not good. Apple should be, very quick. I don't know what it is with Apple these days. They're being very slow. Apple is becoming a very slow company in, advancing at different stages. I mean, even today, for example, news came, and the news I'm telling you right now isn't one of the newses I'm going to be reading out, but the news I'm telling you right now is regarding Samsung. And Samsung just got a grant for $6.4 billion. The US government basically gave Samsung $6.4 billion to build a new Samsung factory in Texas, and they're going to be building semiconductor chips. So chips that are going to be used in all types of devices, especially in the AI future world. So they could have given that 6.4 billion, grant to an American company like Apple, but Apple's being so slow on everything. Entering the AI space, they're being very slow on it. Entering the crypto space, they're being very slow. Any movements they're doing, they're incredibly behind everybody else. Mouse, should I delete my Tangent wallet and ScrewX wallet on my iPhone? No, you should be okay. You don't need to delete. It's just Trust Wallet. Just Trust Wallet. Don't go overboard until I get some more updates. But it's just Trust Wallet, and as long as you turn off iMessage, you're okay. What do you think come out meeting tomorrow? Apparently, there's no meeting still. Lloyd's was the first one I tried, then HSBC and Monzo all were declined. That is very weird because I use Lloyd's all the time on MEXC. If your Lloyd's has been declined, call up Lloyd's. So ring up Lloyd's and tell them that that you do crypto investments, and tell them that you invest less than 10%. So phone up Lloyd's and tell them you invest less than 10% into crypto assets, and they will unlock your account, and from then on you should be able to do any types of transactions you want. I had the same issue once with Lloyd's, where Lloyd's called me and said, they blocked my payment on cryptocurrencies a long time ago. And I called them up and I said, why are you blocking my payments? And he said, well, you're buying crypto assets and so on, and it's a dangerous market space to be in, crypto assets. I said, no, I also own a crypto company, so I fully understand what is blockchain. I also own a crypto company and so on. And I give them a little background, and after that, they unblock my account, and they've never called me once. I can spend whatever amount I want on Lloyd's. So call up Lloyd's, tell them that you want to do crypto investments less than 10%. You should say less than 10%. You're going to invest less than 10% of your assets into cryptocurrencies, and then they will unlock your account from then on. Any news about CBDCs or adoptions, when they will start? Yes. We do actually have news that about CBDCs as well. So regarding news from CBDCs is this one, which we're going to go through now. Before we go through it, let me just see the comment section. So regarding CBDC news, we'll go through right now, Bill. Thank you. No problem, Vibe. Anytime. Can this exploit affect cold storage apps? No, it can't affect cold storage apps in any sort of a way. XRP ETFs for now. XRP ETFs in Asia before a USA XRP ETFs. It was just crazy to think about it, and absolutely crazy to think about it regarding that. But we don't have XRP ETFs yet. We do have Ethereum and BTC ETFs. We've had Ethereum ETFs before we have inside the United States. We go to Hong Kong. We need Ethereum and Bitcoin for transactions. So if ETFs don't let Bitcoin and Ethereum out of the ETFs, won't transactions stop at the point when they control most of it? No. Okay, now I know what you mean. Okay, so your question was, Stephen, we need Ethereum and Bitcoin for transactions. Yes, that is true. That part is true. So if ETFs don't let Bitcoin and Ethereum out of the ETFs, won't transactions stop at a point? No, that's where you got yourself confused. Okay, now I know why you're confused. Because you think that, you need the Bitcoin and Ethereums that are being stored in ETFs for you to be able to do transactions. Incorrect. The Bitcoin network is being controlled by the Bitcoin mining institutions. The Bitcoin mining institutions are the ones that control and maintain the network, not other people holding Bitcoin. Obviously, you would have to do transactions back and forward, but you can do transactions back and forward with anybody else. You don't really need the Bitcoin stored by the ETF institutions to be able to do the transactions back and forward. Now, institutions can also sell off some of their Bitcoin ETFs and Ethereum ETFs later on in the market space as well. You never know. But the network isn't controlled by them holding the currency. The network is controlled by the Bitcoin mining institutions. So that's where your confusion is. You don't need their ETFs. But with the institutions buying Bitcoin and Ethereum and storing it, it increases the value over time because supply would be here and demand will be here, which means price will go here. In simple terms. But no, you don't need their BTC, you don't need their Bitcoins and ETFs that's stored in ETFs for you to do transactions. The network is controlled by the miners, or in Ethereum's case, by the nodes. Validators, I mean. Market is bleeding again. Let's go. I use MEXC and I didn't KYC. I just send USDT from Binance to MEXC and then buy coins this way. Okay, if you do that, then take them off straight away and put them in the cold storage wallet. Don't keep them there. Did he do KYC on MEXC exchange? He says he didn't. I will X. Thanks, Miles. No problem. No problem, Denise. Miles, I always wanted to ask you and I forgot. Why is Shiba on eToro called SHIB-M? Shiba in millions and its price is $21. What's the difference? I'll take a look at it, Tor. No problem. I'll take a look at eToro. Why does eToro list Shiba XM? Then it's not Shiba. It's the one that you're thinking of. It's a different type of Shiba. That's named Shiba XM. I'll take a look at it after this live show regarding eToro. That's a bit odd. Are they pretending to trap our liquidity in the blockchains with the ETFs by locking it in and not allowing transactions from whoever they don't want, getting the value of the ERC tokens and BTCs? No. The network is controlled. The Bitcoin network is controlled by the Bitcoin mining institutions, it's not controlled with the Bitcoin going back and forward. Obviously, it has something to do with it, but it's mostly controlled, obviously, by the network. So no, with them storing Bitcoin, it actually increases the value. Because they're not selling it, they're keeping it. If they buy, keep, the supply goes, demand goes, price goes over time. So it's actually good they're doing it. I use Barclays. Let's go, George. No, Barclays rejected me a while ago. I use, yeah. So Bitcoin mining companies are protecting us from them taking the blockchain over. Well, they've already taken the blockchain over, to be fairly honest. But no, they will never shut it down. If they stop, the transactions of Bitcoin, if they stop transactions of Bitcoin, then Bitcoin's valuation pretty much goes to zero overnight, because they will be selling as well. But they pretty much control the network. In reality, I mean, the Bitcoin mining institutions, the majority shareholders are BlackRock and Vanguard and Fidelity. The mining institutions are mostly them, major shareholders. They maintain the whole network. Bitcoin's got BlackRock's got a huge supply. They control the supply. They control the network. They're doing everything. They control both sides. There's no such thing as a freedom token in any sort of a way. Frozen. Am I back? Am I back? Can everybody see me and hear me? Yes. No. Can everybody see me and hear me? Yes. 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 Okay. We're good. We're back. Why is MEXC asking users to use KYC when making transactions? The reason why MEXC is asking users to do KYC is because they're trying to go under they're trying to stay within the law, because we're going into regulations. That's eToro's Shiba Inu fund. They use it as a CFD. Okay, thank you for that. Let's go. Everybody can hear me now. Next news I was going to read out was regarding CBDCs and the United Kingdom. So, don't know. Don't know, but my chat doesn't show up. Only about three at a time. Chat below mouse, always there, but can't type there. Semper, use YouTube if you can't use the chat on X. Use YouTube. There's live shows being broadcasted on YouTube and X at the same time. So if you can't use it on X, use YouTube instead. Now, the next news I'm going to be going through is regarding the UK. That's what you mean regarding that sample. So UK sets a deadline for new crypto regulatory framework. There is major updates coming into the United Kingdom right now. The United Kingdom government has committed to establishing a comprehensive regulatory framework for crypto assets by the end of July. By the end of July, the United Kingdom is going to have a comprehensive regulatory framework. Remember how I've been saying for a long time, it's going to happen a lot more sooner than most people think. So the United Kingdom government has committed to establishing a comprehensive regulatory framework for crypto assets by the end of July, as announced by the Economic Secretary to the Treasury, BIM. This announcement was made at the Innovative Finance Global Summit, signaling the significant step towards a structured cryptocurrency oversight inside the United Kingdom. BIM also emphasized that the forthcoming legislation would encompass a wide area of crypto-related activities, including exchange operations and asset custody. This move aims to bring these operations within a regulated perimeter, marking a pivotal development inside the United Kingdom's approach to managing the digital currency sector. Additionally, the legislation would address the regulatory status of stablecoins and other digital asset services, with the goal of enhancing investor protection and market stability. Moreover, this legislation essentially will push alliance with previous statements from Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, who has expressed a desire to position the United Kingdom as a global hub for cryptocurrencies. The framework is a part of the strategy that began with the Financial Services and Markets Bill earlier this year, laying the groundwork for regulatory investments inside the dynamic financial fields. By implementing these regulations, the United Kingdom aims to foster a secure and thriving environment for both investors and operators inside the crypto space. So, the forthcoming regulations are going to be coming to the United Kingdom by July, and the UK is committed. The UK government is committed to this scenario. Now they're going to be coming out with stablecoin regulations. They're going to be coming out with crypto custody regulations, exchange regulations, and some other list of regulations that's all relatable to cryptocurrencies. Now, not only that, but the United Kingdom, the Bank of England, for example, the Bank of England came out with a study test today regarding how far they're getting essentially with CBDCs, for example. The Bank of England's website, which I put out a tweet today as well on X, the Bank of England's website today, or not today because today is the 16th now, and that was from the 15th, which was yesterday, because right now it's basically 12:58 a.m. So on the next day now because it's 58. But they came up, the Bank of England, and they said that they're going to be going into retail and wholesale CBDCs. The Bank of England is getting one step closer to retail CBDCs and wholesale CBDCs at this rate, which is crazy. Now, the funniest part is they still claim maybe we won't release it, maybe we will release it, is what they're still saying. The Bank of England is spending millions of British pounds for about a good 7 years, and they're still telling the public maybe we'll release a CBDC, maybe we won't release a CBDC. Let me just be the first one to say, yes, they are going to be releasing a CBDC. The reason why they're saying maybe after spending millions of British pounds, you don't spend millions of British pounds on something of maybe we'll do it over 7 years. They're going to be doing it. It's just they're saying maybe to people, so those people don't start protesting and start, you know what happens when a protest happens like that. Havoc starts breaking, shops starts breaking into it, and so on, so on, so on. And they don't want none of that happening. So they keep on telling the people, maybe we'll release a CBDC, even though they've been working on it for 7 years and spent multiple millions of British pounds on it. They're just trying to keep people busy. And even though, every bank around you is pretty much closing down, every cash point and ATM pretty much is closing around you is closing down, and a lot of banks don't offer cash anymore, but they're still maybe going digital, is the funny part. Do you think we will hear any news tomorrow regarding the settlement, and could the price of XRP rise? No. Okay, so the price, obviously, of a settlement, yes, it will rise. Regarding tomorrow straight away, probably not. I hope it does, but probably not. Barclays did the same to me. There's a Barclays bank near me, which is very interesting because they text the Barclays. The interesting part is the Barclays bank near me closed down, reopened, and then text messaged me. This Barclays bank branch no longer offers cash. If you want to, come in and have a conversation, you're more than welcome instead. Why would I want to go to a bank branch to have a conversation? What's the point? The only point of a bank branch is for you to give me my cash. If I want to speak to that bank, I'll call the bank. Why do I need to have a face-to-face conversation? So it's very odd of what they're doing right now inside the UK as well. But yeah, they're still saying maybe going digital. Sure, we'll go with maybe. Of course, it's maybe going digital. That's British sarcasm, by the way. Now, we're also coming up slowly to... And I want to say also, first of all, if you are new and you're watching this live show as well, I hope it doesn't go up so I can get more when I get paid. Let's give Denise. Why not? And also, I just want to say, if you're watching this live show for the first time, welcome to the CMF live show if you're watching for the first time, where on this live show, I do this live show every single night. So if you enjoyed this live show, drop a follow, drop a like. And I do this live show every single night where we talk about how the world is evolving into a digital space. We talk about the politics aspects about it, talk about the blockchain aspects about it, and so on. And if you're a beginner inside the crypto space, this is an amazing live show to be in. 11:25 p.m. every single night, UK time. You can tune into this live show and engage with the comment section as well, which are CMF members. And don't worry, I don't charge any money. This is completely free of source. Every single night, I'm completely providing free of source news live show. It's like a late crypto live show talking about what's happening recently around the world every single night, 11:25 p.m. UK time. You can tune in, and it's completely free. I don't charge any money whatsoever. I believe education needs to be, remain free at all times. And we also do Q&As as well, which means if you have a question, put it down in the comment sections. And this live show is live on YouTube right now, and at the same time, it's live on X as well. So you can tune in on both X or YouTube, whatever you want to tune in from. So if you enjoy this live show, drop a follow, drop a like, and tune in every single night as well. And we also have a Telegram group as well, which you can, essentially follow as well and join in. We have a Telegram group called Crypto Miles Family, which is the CMF. The CMF is the name of this live show, and it stands for Crypto Miles Family. And with a Telegram group, again, it's free, and you're more than welcome to join. Amazing people inside of the Telegram group from all around the world, and everybody's an adult. So it's not a toxic environment. Everybody's very respectful. Everybody's here to help you out, and you can share ideas, bounce off, opinions of people, and regarding the blockchain sector or any sort of recent news that's happening around the world that affects in some sort of a way. So yeah, amazing place to be in. And the Telegram link is also on my X profile, and the name is Crypto Miles Family regarding Telegram as well. And, amazing place to be in, honestly. We have people from all around the world, different backgrounds, different jobs. Everybody's just here to help each other out. We've created this old school type of group where, just like the olden days, people would help you out and not ask you for anything in return, is what the CMF is. The CMF will help you out completely for free and not ask for anything in return. If you don't believe me, join and find out for yourself. The link is inside my the link of the Telegram group is inside of my X profile. So if you don't believe me, join and find out for yourself. All we're trying to do is help people, nothing in return. So if you enjoyed this live show, drop a follow, drop a like. Thanks, Miles, for everything you do for our family group. Let's go, Scott. Scott, thanks so much for the kind words as well. And I saw the Bank of England governor tell the House of Lords a month ago the wholesale CBDCs were already being used. But on the news, they keep on saying, oh, maybe it will come out. Thanks, Miles, for everything from our family group. No problem, Scott. Anytime, brother. Miles is free. Let's go. He changed. So Scott said he never charged for anything. He doesn't ebooks either. I don't sell anything. No ebooks, no nothing. It's just completely free of source. Our family is the best crypto family around. Let's go, Scott. Good night, all. Thank you for your time, Miles. XLP, no problem anytime. See you tomorrow sometime as usual. And we are reaching the endings of this live show as well. If you enjoyed this live show, drop a follow, drop a like. And CMF, thank you so much to every single one of you that tunes in every single night, engages on the comment section, and also helps our people inside the comment section. Thank you so much to everybody from the CMF that was tapping on the screen on X. And thank you so much to everybody from the CMF that's tapping on the screen on YouTube, because we're live on both of them. So, link on your YouTube as well, Miles. Yes, I'm going to put the link on my YouTube as well. Shelly, thank you so much for reminding me. I'll put the link on my YouTube as well. Great stuff as usual, Miles. Thank you. No problem, Russ. Anytime, brother. And Shelly, I will put that on my YouTube as well. Thank you for reminding me. I'll put it right now after the live show. And it's only on my X if you want to join the Telegram group as well. But it should be on YouTube by tonight as well. Good night, Miles and the crypto crew. Good luck and God bless. Funky brother. Let's go. See you tomorrow sometime as usual as well. CMF, genuinely mean it. Thank you so much. Before we go as well, who's got the most amount of likes on X? Who's got the most amount of likes? I just want to give a shout out to whoever the person is that's got the most amount of likes on X. And Funky brother, see you tomorrow sometime as usual. Russ, see you tomorrow sometime as usual as well. If I had to guess, I'll probably Lena, but I'm not sure. Good night, Miles and CMF. Coin, see you tomorrow sometime as usual as well. Who's got the most amount of likes on X? Just out of curiosity. It's Mike and Funky. Okay, Funky brother. Once again, thank you so much. Good night and see you tomorrow. Mike, thank you so much for the crazy amount of likes. Lena, thank you so much as well for 20,000 likes. Mike, thank you so much for incredible amount of likes. Funky brother, thank you so much for incredible amount of likes. And Lena, thank you so much for 20,000 likes on X. Let's go. Much love, Miles and CMF. Good night. See you tomorrow sometime as usual as well. Every time I mention the Telegram details on YouTube, it blocks my comment. It blocks my comment for some reason. That's quite odd. That's quite odd. Some of us are not able to like the live since we moved. Yes. But thank you so much, Denise, for tapping on the screen on YouTube. So thank you so much to everybody that's watching on YouTube as well from the CMF family and tapping on the screen. Mike has 15,000. Let's go, Mike. Mike, thank you so much for 15,000 likes. And Lena, thank you so much for 20,000 likes. Good night, Miles and family. Troy, see you tomorrow sometime as usual as well. And thank you so much to everyone tapping on the screen on YouTube as well. So, CMF, we have come to the endings of this live show. The outro of this live show is I have over 20,000. Lena, thank you so much for over 20,000 likes. Genuinely, thank you so much, Lena. And I'm going to be doing the outro of this live show as well now. It's happened a few times now. That's very weird. Maybe Telegram's not very, good live, Miles. CMF, we are all great also. Let's go, Jason. YouTube definitely different. Was getting used to X. Take care, Miles and CMF. Ray, see you tomorrow about the same timing as usual. Lena, see you tomorrow sometime as usual as well. And CMF, honestly mean it. Thank you so much to every single one of you that's been tuning in every single night on this live show. Thanks so much for helping people out inside the comment section, engaging in the comment sections, and I'll see everybody tomorrow, same timing as usual. Everybody have a great day or a good night, depending on where you are around the world. CMF. Good night, everyone. Bill, see you tomorrow sometime as usual. I'm loving watching on YouTube. Let's go, Shelly. See you tomorrow sometime as usual, Shelly. Lena, see you tomorrow sometime as usual. Ray, see you tomorrow sometime as usual. Miles, let us know if there's any news about the case. I will, definitely, as we go along. Below, see you tomorrow about the same time as usual. I'll see everybody tomorrow, same time as usual. Have a great day or good night, depending on where you are around the world, CMF. And if you, again, enjoyed this live show, drop a follow, drop a like, tune into it every single night, and join the CMF. I'm telling you right now, join the CMF. You will have no regrets. Good night, Good night, Miles and CMF. Carol, see you tomorrow sometime as usual. Thanks, Miles. Bye, everyone. Shelly, see you tomorrow sometime as usual. The one thing I miss about TikTok is us reaching our daily 100K targets. Yes. But don't worry, it will grow on YouTube and X even bigger than we ever did on TikTok. I'll see everybody tomorrow, same time as usual.